Samantha from Jessama Tutorials here, and today I'm going to show you a very simple, almost abstract way to create a chrysanthemum flower cane. So here are the three colours I'm going to be using. I'm also going to be using white, but we'll get onto that later on. So we're going to be using, I do believe this is called, let me have a quick check. That one's called fuchsia, purple and wisteria. And now I've used 1/4 of a 2-ounce block of Polymer for each colour. And then I've just cut them into squares. So then you just go take that and mould that into a triangle. Doesn't have to be perfect. You just want it into a triangle like so. And all of them should quickly and easily be folded into a triangle like so. And the white we will leave for the moment. We're not going to be using that in our skinner blend. We're going to be using that elsewhere as soon as we've done the skinner blend. So now take this. Okay, and now just this quickly I want to show you. There's a long side to the triangle. So take the one that's going to be in the middle, which is going to be the wisteria. And I want you to take this. And normally you would fit it like that. I want you to take the long side, fit it on like so. Repeat with the other one. Take the long side and pop it on. Now I just find this is easier. And this only really works with a 3-part skinner blend. But it means that I end up with less fussing around. Okay. Now just gently press that together, because we're going to be putting this through the pasta machine. And you're going to be putting it through a pasta machine with all 3 colours touching the rollers and one solid colour facing each side of the rollers. And you're going to roll that through. And you're going to keep rolling it that way. You're going to fold first, like so that all 3 colours are folded over. You don't want to fold, you want it to look basically the same as before. So let me just explain this quickly. So you can see I fold it over that way. You want to fold it over so that you've folded all 3 of your colours. You don't want to fold it this way so that these 2 suddenly come together. You want to have a solid colour on either side when you roll. Rolling again. So if you folded it this way, suddenly now you have kind of this mishmash, and when you roll it through you don't have a solid colour on each side. You want to be rolling it so you have a solid colour on each side and all 3 colours touching the base of your rollers. And just continue doing that until you get a nice even skinner blend. Okay, and there we go. That's just about what you're looking for. So now you're going to take that and you're going to fold it the same way you did before. Like so. And then you're going to fold again. Like so. And this time we're going to be rolling it through the opposite way as we did before. So just gently press down those sides, get rid of any air bubbles. Okay, there we go. And so we're going to be lengthening it from this end to this end. And I'm going to roll that through on my thickest setting. And there we go. Now I'm going to do that again. I'm going to take it down to about, that was my number 1 setting on my pasta machine. Now I'll take it down to my number 3 setting, which is about a millimetre thick. And there we go. And that's about where I'm going to stop. So you want it about a millimetre thick. And I'm just trimming off that excess there. Okay, so now pop that to the side, and I want you to roll out a sheet of white that's basically the same shape. Okay, so I've rolled out a sheet of white, but the difference is that this, our coloured sheet, was rolled out to about a millimetre thick, and our sheet of white was rolled out to 1/2 millimetre thick. So now just take your white and just lay your coloured clay over the top. Like so, and I'm just going to trim some excess from the white. and I'll show you in just a moment. It's a little hard to show. There we go. So you can see that. Okay. So now we're going to get some metal leaf. Okay. So I'm going to be using this silver leaf here, and I sell this on my Etsy shop, but any silver leaf, even silver foil if you happen to have it, will work. The silver foil that you remove from the mylar. So now I'd advise you to close all your windows and switch off any fans if you happen to have them on, because this stuff blows around quite a bit. I'm just going to take that, and I'm busy using scraps first because this does not need a nice smooth layer, it just needs a layer. Okay, and you'll just lay this across your clay from start to finish until you've covered all of your white. And it doesn't have to be an even layer. As I said before, there can be little gaps of white. Try to give it as even a layer as you can, but when using scraps a lot of the time that's a little difficult. So this again is a good time to use up that silver leaf scraps that you most definitely have. And just give it as even a layer as you can. Okay, and here we go. So we have our metal leaf the whole way down the length. So I'm just going to pop that to the side quickly, and I'm just going to scrape away the excess metal leaf that's on the tile. Okay, and now I'm going to start rolling from the pink end. So I'm going to have it so that metal leaf is on the outside of the cane. So let me just position this so that you can see. There we go. Just the beginning bit's a little bit tricky. There we go. Just begin gently rolling that. And then you're just going to continue rolling up the entire length of your cane. And press fairly hard because the metal leaf is going to act as a release, so the cane might not stick together as well as it would if the metal leaf was not there. There we go. Then just tape it down that end. Okay. I'm just going to press on these edges. We're going to trim those away, that's going to be excess. There we go. So now I'm just going to press this all together to begin with. That's the first step, just because I want it all to stick together nicely, and through the reducing process we'll get it to stick together pretty nicely, but for the next step I need it to be somewhat secure, because right now all we have is just a very pretty jelly roll, which is something you could stop at if you're not confident in canes yet. This is a great way to just stop and have a really pretty cane to work with. You can reduce this and work with it as you want. I'm going to just trim these ends so you can see what it looks like on the inside. There we go. And you just have a splash of metal leaf in there. Okay, so now I need you to get a credit card. And, well, any card will work, so here's one that I have here. All I want you to do is I'm going to start at the seam here, and I'm going to just try to position it in that line, and I'm just going to press down like so, move it a little bit further up, press down, and I'm pushing that card in quite a way, as you can see, and try to get nice even spacing between each one of these. You want them to be even when you're doing that, so you can see it's pretty even spacing. And just do that the whole way around, and try to press them in the same length. So that one I didn't press in as far as the others. So I'll just go through now and just check that I did go in all the same length. This is a very simple way to create petals, in a way. Okay, now just check through. Make sure you're happy with that. This one I didn't press, I want to press in a little bit further. And this one too. Okay, and then I'm overall pretty happy with that. Then I'm just going to press that together again, and those petals shapes will remain, because essentially that card is not a sharp object. You just need a flat, non-sharp object. You could even use a kitchen knife, I guess, so long as it's not the sharp sort. And press it into the clay, because you want to create a smudge. Essentially you're bending those layers, creating a smudge. So when I cut this, you'll see what I mean by that. Now I don't want to reduce it too much. I'm just going to be pressing and rolling enough that it's just going to even it out and get all those layers pressed together, ready to work with. And so the waste in this cane is very minimal. Okay, there we go. So if I hadn't sliced off these edges before, we'd only have 2 end slices waste. And there we go. Very simple kind of take on a chrysanthemum cane. So anyway, very simple tutorial, definitely a beginner's tutorial. If you're just beginning in canes, this is a great tutorial to play around with. It's just like one step up from a jelly roll cane, but it has a really quite a pretty finish to it, and you can see that skinner blend goes from the beginning and works all the way out, and that looks just really nice. And you can use any skinner blend you want, any colours you want. Again, you can replace the white with any colour you want as well. And if you didn't want to have these little streaks in it to create kind of petal shapes, you can always just stop at the jelly roll. But personally, I think this looks really nice. So, if you enjoyed the tutorial, please do let me know. And if you would like a more complex chrysanthemum flower cane, please let me know in the comments below as well. And if you would like to support this channel so I can continue posting videos every single week, please do consider becoming a patron. I'll leave a link to my Patreon community in the description below the video. You get exclusive videos there for patrons only. You can also purchase them on Etsy, but it's much more cost effective to join Patreon, because you will, for one payment, you'll have access to all of the backlog on this particular tier that you have. If you're interested in it and want more information, please don't hesitate to contact me and I'll explain all the ins and outs. You also get a discount to my Etsy shop. You get up to 20% off, I do believe, to my Etsy shop, everything on there, so please do consider becoming a patron. And it's really helpful to me, and you also get a lot of benefits from it. And as always, I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye for now.